Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. So if you guys are new here, my name is Emily. I am currently pregnant with my third baby, and pretty much, what this video is going to be about is about me kind of like opening up to you guys, or not just for you guys, but for my benefit as well, just to kind of talk and to document my journey throughout life, and definitely through this pregnancy. If you guys are new, I have a hard time with anxiety. I pretty much have, like, my entire life. Like, it's been a struggle. So, when I first got pregnant with this baby, I was taking Prozac, and I think before that I was taking Zoloft for my anxiety. I do have a little bit of some depression as well, which is really hard for me to say. Like, how can you be depressed with how great my life is? That's just how depression works. Like, overall, I am so happy with my life. I can't help but worry about a lot of things, and I tend to overthink things, especially when I'm pregnant. I almost constantly worry about the baby and my health too, because, with my previous two pregnancies, I've, struggled with some health problems, nothing too serious, but with my first baby, I had diabetes, gestational diabetes, and that went away after I gave birth. And then in my second pregnancy, I developed it much later. And because it went untreated or undiagnosed, I ended up, like, dealing with high blood pressure at the end, especially after I had my daughter. So, yeah, my daughters are here. It's just... Okay, shh. And, so I have, like, this fear of, something happening, and I just really want to try to get through this pregnancy as positive as possible. And, that's really hard to constantly stay positive because, I mean, my life's not perfect. So, it's just hard. Because, you want to be healthy. You want to make sure your babies are okay. Even I constantly worry about my kids that I have now. It's been hard. And, like, right now, my hobbies usually include video games. I have my Switch, which I usually play, like, almost every day. I can't get myself into any games. I've been trying to, like, write in my journal to try to kind of, like, help me go through my feelings about everything, and it has helped. And plus, I like to document everything that that I'm going through, and it just helps, because sometimes I feel like I don't really have people to talk to, and then I know I do, I just don't want to bother them, if that makes any sense. Like, I have a really great support system, I really do. But I find myself struggling right now, and I'm a stay-at-home mom too, so, which I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that, and that's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. But days like, like, even like right now, like, we've been going through quarantine because of COVID, because my son was tested positive last week for COVID. We've been cooped up, like, so much, and so I have all this time to think about, like, so many things, and I don't know. And then, like, right now, I'm, like, so focused on the pregnancy, and I'm so excited about it, and I'm so nervous about it, and I feel like that's all I can think about. Like, all I want to do is just shop for the baby, get everything that I need for the baby. I feel like I'm nesting, and I find myself really getting anxious about the birth. I will be having a planned C-section. I had C-sections with my two other kids too, so I it was, it, their births were obviously the best days of my life, but they were also the hardest days of my life. And in a way, it was almost kind of like traumatic for me. Like my babies came out breathing, healthy, and everything. But with my daughter, I had the postpartum health issues, which were really scary. I went home after having her, and then like the next morning I had to go back to the hospital because of my hypertension. So we had to stay an extra 2 more days at the hospital. So I was like in the hospital for a full week, just not feeling well and stuff. And I just, like right now I'm getting kind of anxious just even thinking about it. And of course the pain after having a C-section it's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And, you know, of course it really helps me get through the pain, you know, seeing your newborn, and you got a newborn baby out of it. But like after you had like a major surgery, and then you have that responsibility, you know, you got to take care of this new being, and it's a beautiful thing, but it's very hard. It's very hard. I do plan on breastfeeding exclusively. Like I do expect to, like, you know, supplement with formula at first, you know, because I'm going to need the rest. But I do want to breastfeed so badly because it worked out both times with my other babies. So I've just got so many different thoughts just going through my mind. And, you know, I like right now I miss my husband when he's at work like every day. I'm so glad it's Friday though. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so he gets an extra day off, which is really nice. So, excuse me, me and my husband really cherish our weekends together, because I'm trying not to cry about it. Like, I've been so emotional. I literally like miss him like so much during the day. And I know he's gonna be home, you know, every day he comes home, but I just miss his company. I just do. And I know the kids miss him too. But yeah, he can't help it. He's got to work. So I'm not like mad at him for it. It's just hard. I'm just struggling. It's hard for me to deal with these emotions sometimes, because I just constantly feel like I'm crying, and I know I'm not alone when it comes to anxiety and stuff, because I mean it sucks. And that's another thing I'm really worried about too, is, you know, after I have the baby, I'm gonna have like postpartum depression or something, and I'm probably gonna talk to my doctor about it. But I can't find myself getting into any of my hobbies right now, except for like my channel. Like, me talking right now is actually really helping, because it feels like I'm talking to someone. And I know this can really benefit someone else that could be struggling right now through anxiety, even if you're not pregnant. But it's just, you know, I'm getting to the point where I want to go out and do things. The biggest factor is we've been cooped up for so long, and I just want to go out and live my life, you know. Like, I'm living my life at home too, and it's been great, but it's been hard. It's hard to see my son miss all this school and miss out on his friends. Like, it's been 2 weeks. But he said, I remember when he was sick, he's like, I like having a fever because I like staying home. So that kind of made me laugh. And like right now he's in the living room jumping up and down, screaming because he's so excited, and he's playing Roblox. He's 6, so that's like his favorite thing in the world. And, you know, I got my daughter next to me. She's watching her tablet, and so we've had a lot of lazy days, and like, you know, when days get really nice and stuff, we go outside. We try our best to go outside, and I want to get some exercise, get my body moving, but I really want to really get into something, and I can't do it. Like, I'm usually really into some of my video games or a book or something, and I can't do it. Like, my mind is just like all over the place thinking about this baby and how I need to prepare for her and how much I worry about her. Like, there's days like she's moving up a storm like crazy, and then other days she's more laid back. And I do remember worrying about this with my other kids too when I was pregnant with them. And there's just so much anxiety and so much that I'm just trying to work through. You know, I don't know. That's pretty much what's going on, how I'm feeling and stuff. Like, I feel like it's all pretty normal, but I really don't want to try to take medicine anymore because I just really want to find other ways to get me occupied and to help me take care of myself mentally than just taking a pill every day that could be possibly harmful for the baby. Then again, feeling this anxiety and stuff is not healthy either, so I'm just trying to like what do I do then? You know, I will be honest, like, the birth of my kids, the recovery process and the situations that I was in when I had them were pretty rough. Of course, me and my husband, we stayed together the whole time. You know, we never actually split up or anything, but there were times where we've had hard times and we were both going through our own things together, and it was just a lot. And when we had Holly, my husband's mother passed away just like months before she was born. So it was just really hard. What are you doing? So since that happened, me and him were really struggling with our relationship. We weren't going to split up or anything, but things were really hard between us. We were in an apartment at the time, which there's nothing wrong with being in apartments, but we lived in a pretty crappy one. And even when I had my son, it was a pretty crappy apartment as well. But I was still grateful to have my own place at the time, you know, and, you know, tackle our family on our own and stuff like that. But especially after his mother passed away, it was a really trying and sad time in our lives because, you know, his mother didn't meet our daughter, and she's not going to meet our other daughter that's on the way right now. So that's really hard. And he just was still grieving really, really hard during the time she was born, and which I totally understand. But I feel like he didn't really support me that much, even emotionally. And I feel like when I went back to the hospital, though, that's when it really clicked with him, and he started to step up and really help me and really wake up about things. So it was just a very hard thing, and so I'm kind of like worried about how it's gonna be after I have this baby. And honestly, I'm not that worried. Like, I'm a little worried, but I'm not. Like, we are so much better off now in our relationship than we've ever been in the 8 years we've been together. Like, we'll be together 8 years next month. And you know, I feel like this time it's going to be so much better. And even with COVID and stuff, like, he's the only person that's going to be allowed in the room, like, during our whole visit, which I'm actually really happy about that. I'm not going to lie, I really do want to meet my family and his family, to meet the baby, you know. But at my last birth with my daughter, there was just way too many people in the room, and I was too tired to really be mean and be like, hey, I need to sleep. I just kind of threw up and passed out, and the nurse did everything else for me. You know, she was like, I can be the mean person and tell everybody to give you some privacy. And then I was like, okay. I passed out. So it'll be kind of nice to really have that alone time, you know, in the hospital. And then once we come home, we'll have people off and on visit, not a bunch at once. That's our plan, but you know, so that's gonna be really nice, I think. So this time is gonna be a lot different, and I feel like he's gonna be way more supportive and way more helpful and all that good stuff after I have this baby. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. Despite of how hard it was in the hospital with both my kids, like, we actually had a really good time in the hospital. Like I said, like, my husband, he had a hard time, you know, at first, and then when we went back to the hospital, you know, that's when it really woke up. He really woke up, and we really started to enjoy our time together with our new baby, and I miss those days. Like, yeah, childbirth sucks, but to have that time with your husband and see your husband with their new baby that, you know, you guys made together is just absolutely beautiful. It's the best memories that I've ever made in my entire life. And to have that privilege to go through it again and to even have a better experience this time, despite COVID and all that, it's all going to be better. I feel like it's going to be better. So there's that. I've just been, I know this video is really long, but I might look back on this one day and be like, you know, this is what I went through, and I might still be going through the same things I'm going through now years later, and, you know, just to see myself and hear myself talk about it would help me again in the future. And not just help me, but help others too. And that's kind of the point of my channel, is to kind of bring that comfort to other women out there that are struggling too. You know, I just almost don't know what to do with myself. Like, that's why I'm sitting here making this video. Like, well, I can make a couple of videos today and stuff, but I mean, this is all I really have to talk about right now. Excuse me, I'm currently 23 weeks and 5 days pregnant today. So yeah, I'll be 24 weeks, which is crazy. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for sitting through this video and watching this. And I hope the best for you. I hope that, you know, you get the help you need with your anxiety. Okay, sit down. Can you sit down, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. And I hope you get the help you need. If you feel like you need to see a doctor or a therapist, there's nothing wrong with that. I thought about seeing a therapist, but I feel like I don't have time to see a therapist. So I kind of turned to my books, my reading, my painting, which I thought about doing that, but I'm like, I can't get into it. So I think I need more paint too. But if you ever feel like you really need help, definitely talk to your doctor about it. Even your OBGYN, they can probably refer you to a therapist and stuff like that. But we're all in this together, I feel like, and, you know, we're all in this together. And if you're expecting a baby and going through the same thing I'm going through, I feel you. It's hard. It's really hard. But I'm gonna make another video, so if you see myself in the same clothes, sitting here the same way, it's the same day. So the other video that I'm gonna be posting is what all I have for baby girl. She's so funny. She's dancing. So I have a lot of stuff actually for baby girl, and since I'm about halfway through, I pretty much got everything that I need, honestly. But yeah, I'll get more into details about that. I'll show you what I have. If you guys are looking for other things that you guys want, you think that would be helpful after your baby's here, I will show you what I have. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. It was kind of a emotional video, but I just want to document, and it makes me feel better. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and I will see you guys in my next video. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.